What's up, people? Back at you again with another Moralities Moment. This video is going to kick off a series entitled Be Careful About the Company You Keep. It's pretty much a spin-off from the previous vid series where I talked about be careful about adopting other people's negative views. This morning's note is be careful whom you associate with. Regardless of what others profess, they may not truly live by moral values. It is human to imitate the habits of those with whom we interact. We inadvertently adopt their interests, their opinions, their values, and their habit of interpreting events. Just because some people are related to you or are nice to you doesn't mean you should spend time with them. Just because they seek you out and are interested in you doesn't mean you should associate with them. You know, the last vid I did, I sort of kind of encouraged us to be careful about who we have in our circle. And yesterday I heard something very profound which made a lot of sense, and that individual pretty much said that it's better for you to roll by yourself than ride with your assassin in the passenger seat. So my interpretation of that statement was know who you rolling with and who's rolling with you. We have to stop calling everybody friend or be so quick to say somebody's a friend. The title friend is not something that is given. That title was something that's earned. So in today's topic, the kickoff of this vid series, be careful about who you keep company with. In the statement, it says, generally the people we hang around is a direct reflection of who we are. When I was in the world running the streets and all of that, I wasn't trying to hang around religious people or people that went to church. I hung around people that did what I did. If they was in the streets, I was in the streets, so those are the type of people I gravitated to. And again, you have to be careful who you associate with, whose company you keep it, because a lot of times we're guilty by association, and then even in my statement, I said hanging around the people, it's easy for us to start imitating stuff that they do, adopting their points of views or their habits or things of that nature. And and I see a lot of it, and I'm not picking on the church, but it's just the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil, as we say. But we pick up a lot of ideology or how we view religion through the person who's standing in the pulpit. And again, we have to be careful in the company we keep. Just because a person stands behind that podium doesn't mean they live by the values that they're preaching. I don't have to go into no great detail, call no names, but we all probably watch TV, you read social media and all of that stuff. And you see how a lot of people in the pulpit are deceptive, and they deceive a lot of people because they preach one thing and they doing something else. So we have to be very careful of the company that we keep, because again, we could be guilty by association. I think back sometime, when using Tiger Woods as an example. Tiger Woods got in trouble for all of his illicit relationships. And all those people he had in his circle, he didn't have not one person, or maybe he did, but he just didn't listen to tell him what he was doing was wrong. Goes back to my previous vid series. Friends are people that's going to tell you the truth regardless. Check you when you're in error and hold you down until you could get back on your feet. Had Tiger Woods, and this is just my opinion, had somebody in his corner, to tell him like, man, that's wrong. You shouldn't do your wife like that because look at what's at stake, your family, and even in his case, it cost him a lot of money for those illicit relationships. And then you think about all of those people that were around them. Think how that situation affected them, especially if they were in relationships. Now it caused their significant other to look at them funny. Well, if you were lying for him or you were willing to lie for him, what were you doing when he was doing what he was doing? You know, you see how easily we could get caught up in somebody else's mess. You may not even be doing it, but at the same token, because that person is doing it and they're known for doing that, then you hang around them. Guess what? You get painted in the same picture, the same light. So again, be careful whose company you keep it. You know, because again, everybody don't have your better interest. And one final thing before I shut this vid down, just because they seek you out and are interested in you doesn't mean you should spend time with them. Some relationships are just to high and by. You know, everybody that's interested in you and everybody that seek you out doesn't mean that you should spend time with them. You have to be mindful of what relationships you allow into your life, you know, because ultimately people can either build you up or they can bring you down. So with that being said, start today being careful about the company that you keep. Don't let somebody else's errant behavior or detrimental behavior become your downfall. Hope you enjoyed this morning's morality moment. Peace, and I'm out.